21st of 2020. And this is the second time I'm doing this video because the first time it didn't have any audio. I am working on a brand new computer and the audio wasn't turned on to record. So I am doing it again, and hopefully it'll come out good, and hopefully the audio will sound good. And if it doesn't, I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comment section below if I need to work on the audio, but hopefully it will be good stuff. So let's move on. I'm going to refresh Coin Paprika here because it's been a while since I started this. Bitcoin, first of all, the market cap's at 281 billion. Bitcoin's at 93.77, Ethereum's at 243, Tether is holding at $1. And XRP is just under 20 cents, but moving on, nothing too exciting happening there. Okay, Mac Attack had posted this. It is buzzing with rumors. So there's been this rumor on Twitter for the last couple of days that there's going to be some big announcement from Ripple today, which is the 21st of July. You know, probably nothing. Sometimes we hear this stuff and nothing happens. Sometimes we hear this stuff and something does happen. So you never know. We'll keep our ears open. Just want to let you know that it's out there and that's the rumor going on. I had posted this and I had taken the statement right from Ripple's website, and it says, Ripple Swell is expanding this year with a summer series of regional webinars. Join us to hear from the thought leaders, customers, and Ripple executives to learn about the payments landscape in key markets as we build momentum for Swell Global in the fall. So let's open this up. So on the 29th of this month, Ripple's going to be having a webinar Swell event here in North America, and it's opening up. Okay, cool. All right, so that's going to happen on the 29th. And then on August 13th, they're going to have it in MENA. On August 26th, they're going to have it at APAC. And September 2nd, LATAM. And then September 16th in Europe. And then it all builds up for the Swell Global event, which is going to take place October 14th and 15th. So that will be the big event. This is a video from last year's Swell, which was in Singapore. For those of you who don't know, I actually attended it last year. I was invited. I went with Digital Asset Investor and Brad Kimes and had an opportunity to meet some other folks from the XRP community there, Leo and Shane Nixon, who's also very popular on Twitter. So met some great people there. Met some great people from Australia. It was a fantastic event, but very, very exciting stuff. Hopefully we'll see some good, interesting news come from Swell this year. And looks like on the 29th it'll get rolling. So Michael from VAL5 Link had posted this. PayPal's payments giant PayPal is said to have partnered with Paxo crypto brokerage to launch its crypto service. Okay, so this has been going around for a few days now. I just don't want anyone to underestimate the value of having 300 million new people who are going to be able to open up an app, see their fiat currency, and also see the option of buying cryptocurrency next to their fiat currency. I mean, don't underestimate that, because I think it was said that there's like 1.2 million XRP addresses, but the truth is most XRP holders have multiple addresses, right? So there may only be 500,000 or 600,000 XRP holders out there. Now you have an opportunity of 300 plus million people, and I'm not saying that PayPal's going to have XRP. I don't know what they're going to have. I'm sure they're going to have Bitcoin, right? But there's going to be all this access to crypto that we don't have today, and I'm telling you that is a game changer. The amount of news that I've seen come out in the last 24 hours is unbelievable. I mean, I haven't sorted through it all yet, guys. There's so much to read out there. There's so much information. It's a full-time job to try and keep up. But there's so much happening, and it seems to be happening all at once. This morning I saw this guy had posted this at Gold Telegraph _ silver's up 5%. So silver was moving this morning, gold was moving this morning for no apparent reason, which reminded me about Judy Shelton when she had this conversation. I'm going to play it right now.
Would returning to gold standard help the U.S. economy? Can you talk a little about your thoughts on that?
Well, I would say I don't see it so much as returning, but more of a back to the future.
Okay.
I think that what a gold standard stands for is monetary discipline for its own sake. That is, if money is supposed to be a unit of account and a reliable measure and a dependable store of value, it really shouldn't be subject who's the chairman of the Federal Reserve. And I think that money needs to be stable and provide the foundation for productive economic growth. And when money is just a variable that financial markets toss around, or it's part of a derivatives formula, or it's part of someone speculating on currencies, it's not serving the private sector in the sense of providing that reliable unit of account so you can make plans. And under a gold standard, you did have that stability, and I think that's what's missing. And so I like the idea of a gold standard. I mean, it could be used in a very cryptocurrency way. The point is, do you have a unified money system so that when you talk about the international marketplace, everyone is playing on a level monetary playing field? And it's very important to have a rules-based approach. And that's why I'm advocating that we need to look at the virtues of a gold standard and try to come up with something much closer to matching those. And then I think we would have more solid economic growth.
I love it. I love it when she says the idea of having a gold-backed currency. It could even be done in a cryptocurrency sort of way. Thanks to @DigitalVestor for posting this on Twitter. It made it easy for me to find that clip, and I appreciate that. So, which brings me to Michael at VAL5 Link had posted Judy Shelton, an unorthodox economist who was an advisor to President Trump's 2016 campaign, could move one step closer to a seat on the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors this week. So this is a story from the New York Times, and I wanted to say, okay, with her fate, while her fate is far from guaranteed, the Senate Banking Committee is expected to approve Ms. Shelton's nomination on Tuesday, putting her one simple majority vote in the full Senate away from confirmation. So today this vote occurs. We're going to find out if Judy Shelton is going to be on the Federal Reserve Board, which will be fantastic, and we will see what happens. We'll know that today, which will be great. While I was hanging out by the pool this weekend, I was digging, looking for information. I found this podcast that Brian Brooks was in, and Brian Brooks is the comptroller of the currency. He used to work for Coinbase, so he's very crypto favorable, I should say. And he recently said in another video that he's going to be having to make some determinations on whether or not banks can custody crypto assets next to fiat currencies, which I thought was amazing. And also he's going to make a determination on what cryptocurrencies are. So essentially we might wake up and find out that something like XRP was deemed a currency, which would certainly be interesting. So this was a really cool podcast. It's 26 minutes. If you want to get to it, run over to my Twitter. It's @XRPMister. I posted it on Sunday. It's 26 minutes long, but if you jump to the 20th minute, that's when it starts to get interesting for cryptocurrency. So no need to listen to the whole thing if you don't want to. Want to share that with you. This was from Mac Attack. MasterCard expands cryptocurrency program to allow more firms to issue cards on its network. So look, guys, I mean, anyone that's been here a while, and I know most of you have, right? I'm here 3 years. Some people are here a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years more. This is adoption. Adoption is happening before our eyes. Every day we're seeing banks talking about custody of cryptocurrencies. We're seeing MasterCard now expanding cryptocurrency programs. So MasterCard has signed a deal with WireX to make the London-based firm the first native cryptocurrency platform to gain principal membership. The move highlights a deeper push from one of the world's biggest financial service companies in a still nascent cryptocurrency industry. Cryptocurrency payment cards aren't new, though. Coinbase launched its own Visa card last year, while WireX also offers a Visa card. The point is adoption, adoption, adoption. When your neighbor who thinks cryptocurrency is a joke finds out that Visa and MasterCard will let you spend your cryptocurrency at Publix to buy your groceries, it's going to get their attention. They're going to realize that this is happening. This is real. This is adoption. So this is what adoption looks like. If you're wondering what it looks like, it absolutely does. This came out from Uphold last week, and I have a bit that I want to talk about. So here it is. Sending money to friends around the globe should be fast, easy, and free. Send any currency to an email address with just a few taps. Watch this video, guys. I want to talk about this, what I think this is, what I think it isn't, but what I think it means. So hang on.
very cool feature of Uphold. You can send money to your friends and family all over the world instantly. You send the currency you hold, your loved ones get the currency they need. This is how it works. Let's say you're
Okay, you send the currency you hold, and they get the currency they need. So they don't get what you send them. They get what you want to send them or what they want, which is fantastic. But listen up.
American holding Bitcoin and want to send euros to your sister in Italy. Start on the portfolio screen, which shows your holdings. Tap Transact to bring up the From and To screen for moving money. Tap From and select Bitcoin in My Accounts. Tap To and scroll along the top menu and pick Contacts. All you need is your sister's email address. So tap Send to an email or choose a name and contact. Let's assume your sister is not in your contacts list.
Wait a second. If your sister's not in your contact lists, there's a problem, and you're probably not sending her any money. So you need to correct that right now.
Just enter her email address. Choose euros, which is the currency you want her to get. Tap Expand in the equivalent field to specify in dollars the euro amount you want to send. Tap Preview Send to see your rate and check the details. If you're happy, tap Confirm and you're done. Remember, you can send any currency or precious metal supported by Uphold. You can even send physical gold.
All right, so very, very cool. Uphold is making a lot of waves out there right now. They're doing a lot of things. I see a lot of news coming out from them all at once. So they're really ramping up whatever they're up to. It's really amazing. And they're one of the few platforms that I actually like to use. So, okay, what is this? So essentially you're sending whatever you want to someone else for whatever they want, but it's within the Uphold network. Okay, so even though Uphold, if you search on the Uphold website, you'll see that they're tied into Interledger, the Interledger protocol. But this is not using the Interledger protocol. This is within their system. This is a conversion that happens within Uphold. Okay, now from what I understand, they are using Interledger protocol. In some respects, they're using it with Coil. I don't understand exactly how it works. I don't understand how they're using it, but I was told they are using it with Coil. But well, here's what this means, though. If you can do this with Uphold, pretty soon you're going to be able to do it with Coinbase. You're going to be able to do it with Kraken. You're going to be able to do it with Binance and all these other folks, right? It's kind of like in the old days when you had an email address and you can only send email to the people who had the same email company, right? You couldn't send cross-company. And then they fixed the problem to where now you can, email became interoperable. So you can send a Gmail to an AOL to, I think it was a Proton or something like that back then, and you can send them to any companies. So now here's where Interledger may come in to effect, is because now, I mean, let's face it, if you could send money to your relatives and send them anything you want to become anything they want, well, what's the point of long term for MoneyGram? What's the point of Western Union? I don't see it. I don't see a future for these companies if people can do this from these kinds of apps. So essentially, something has to make these apps interoperable. Something has to make it capable of me being able to send from Uphold to you at Coinbase, because you want me to pay you at Coinbase. So that may be the ILP, the Interledger Protocol, which for those of you who don't know about ILP or Interledger Protocol, you need to Google it, you need to research it, you need to read the Wikipedia page on it, and even go to their website, and you don't have to get too technical with it. But essentially, it's something that Ripple developed and gifted to the world. It's kind of like, imagine the highway of RippleNet and its capability of sending value anywhere in the world to anybody any way they want. Imagine they built a second stage of that, and this is the way I view it, guys. Imagine they built, it's a double-decker, and they built a second version of it, and they gifted that one to the world. Why would they do something like that? Because they're going to need a bridge asset in the middle, and they're going to want a bridge asset that's probably cheap, that's probably fast, that's probably proven, and XRP makes a great asset to do that. So if people are going to want to use the interledger protocol, they might choose to use XRP. So it was a brilliant move. If you don't know about ILP, do some research, learn about it. It's very, very interesting, and there are some good videos out there about it too on YouTube, so you might want to check that out. I want to share that with you. This was a funny video. I'm going to play it for you guys. And it says, retweet if this has ever happened to you after buying into an altcoin. Be honest. We have all been wrecked by trying to chase gains on altcoins that have already moved. So don't be a sucker. Everybody does it once or twice, but you know, you learn your lesson after you do it. So anyway, I thought that was funny. I want to share that with you. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant, I am not a surfer, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Okay, I'm like 25 people away from 15,000 subs, so you guys can make my day and get me over 15,000 today if you'd like. So please subscribe. Oh, also, I am working on I actually have an interview with a really, really big CEO in our space. So it's going to be taking place very, very soon, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I am excited to meet this person and do this interview, and it's good stuff. And as I've been promising you, there's going to be more interviews in the future. I am lining up some really cool ones. So stay tuned for that, and share my videos with anybody who you think might appreciate them, and everyone have a fantastic day.